Yeah, I'm trying to think of an intro for this video, but I can't really think of one. So I'm just gonna go with you've probably seen the trailer for Highguard and the reception of it. If you're watching this video, that's probably true, or you're a developer looking for any shred of someone not just calling it Concord 2, which I feel really bad for the developers of this game because I don't think they deserve quite the hate that they're getting right now. I think I think the response is very strong, and I think it's coming from I think it's reasonable to an extent, the response, but not quite it's too aggressive and not really constructive at all. People keep saying constructive criticism, but I don't see a lot of it is just, hey, Concord 2, dead on release. It's not constructive at all. Obviously, you see every big YouTuber. This game was a massive disappointment. Was, first of all. They're saying was already. The game's not even out yet. So, Concord 2, Highguard reveal trailer gets massively ratioed. Like, this is honestly ridiculous, but I just want... I've looked at the trailer. I've tried to look as in-depth as possible into this. Because the thing that's unfortunate is they have not released any more information about this game. If they do, I'm going to check before I release this. And if they release more information before this releases, I will look into that, and I probably won't upload this, and you won't be obviously, if you're seeing this, they still haven't released any more information about what this game actually is. I have some notes here. First of all, a disclaimer. I've not played Apex Legends or Destiny. I've seen people comparing this. Obviously, they're former Apex devs, so there's going to be a lot of inspiration there. I've seen people comparing the art style to Destiny. I can't vouch for that one way or the other. I can kind of see it as someone who hasn't played Destiny, but yeah, I'm just gonna get into this because this is gonna be a very rambly video, and I'm probably not gonna cut much of it out. So if you don't want to hear me ramble for maybe 20 minutes, you don't have to watch this. But I'm gonna try and go over every point here. I'm probably gonna jump around a lot. I do want to start with this top section about why Highguard was hated so much. This should be capitalized, I guess, but that's not gonna fix that because that's not an actual word. But I have Steam notifs on. Who cares? It's probably fine. Yeah, Highguard. Why was it say hated in reveal? I think bad. Well, okay. Actually, I kind of want to add something else here. See, I should have thought about this a little more. Let me add another point here, right under this. Expected Titanfall 3. First of all, the announcement time. I guess these are kind of together. These 2 points. It was the last. If you don't know this, also you can watch the trailer yourself if you want to. I'm not gonna watch the entire thing in this video. You can do that if you want to. I do. I'm hoping I can sway some people's opinions a little bit about this, because I don't think the developers deserve such hate for this. But announcing it at the end of the Game Awards and having them announce it as, hey, these are former Titanfall devs, we're showing off something big as the last announcement, this was horrible. This is a horrible decision on their... I don't know whoever made this decision, this is a horrible decision. It was probably collective. It probably is not a single person's fault. This is probably a collective fault, and they thought people were going to be more open to it, which I don't think is super unreasonable. The second point is the trailer. If you watched I don't think the gameplay looks super generic or anything. I do think the trailer is very generic, though. The trailer is extremely generic, which isn't necessarily a bad thing most of the time. But in this situation, generic trailer, people are going to think that it is a generic game. Like, I think the trailer's alright. I don't think the trailer's bad, it's just very generic. Which, generic is a word people are throwing out a lot. People are also throwing around the word slop, which I don't think is constructive at all. Very, very hatefully charged. Also, on Steam, the top tag for it is LGBTQ+. There's nothing LGBTQ about this at all. I don't see anything like that. So my assumption is people are just calling the game gay, which is extremely childish. But I won't dwell on that for too much. This last point is the thing I'm mad about the most. I'm genuinely if I'm genuinely mad about one thing, it's this, is that they released the trailer and they have not told us anything else. Where's the information? What is this game? I have an entire section about speculation because we don't know what the game is. Like, they haven't told us anything. And I think this might be what contributes the most to the hate and people calling it generic. Because if you don't tell people what's unique about your game, they're going to fill in the gaps. And what's fresh in people... Concord that happened a bit ago. I don't remember how long ago. I don't feel like looking. But it's still fresh in people's minds, obviously. So people are just filling in the gaps and like, oh, this is an Overwatch clone. Oh, it's this and that. It's not an Overwatch clone. Absolutely not. The time to kill looks too fast to be anything like Overwatch. I don't see a healer. I don't see a tank. I don't see a healer. This is a movement shooter, if anything, which, again, I have not played Apex. As far as I'm aware, Apex has a very long time to kill, actually. But this has like throwing axes that one-shot people and stuff, and like the time to kill looks very fast. Like this guy, he kills the mount in 2 bursts of this gun here. Like the mount, he demounts that guy with 2 bursts of that. This very weird triple SMG thing. This is a very odd looking gun. I think it's kind of cool, but it does look very odd. But yeah, no information. If you're a developer watching this, and you have like I think, considering what I'm assuming it's a fairly tight knit sort of developer team. It's a very large development team. I think it's about 100 people. It looked like something like that. Maybe not quite that many, but quite a few people. Where's our 20-minute video explaining what the game is? This we should have gotten a 20 or 30 minute explaining the game video when the trailer released. Like, we should have gotten that like 5 days ago, like a week ago, like yesterday, like any time. Like, we need it now, right? You're not gonna sway people. Like, I want to be... Oh, my mic is peaking really bad. Here, let me... Here, is this better? Hello? Okay, that's better. Okay. Hopefully my mic is not too quiet now. My mic was peaking quite a bit when I'm getting a little like riled up a little bit. But like, where is our information about the game? Like, me, and I'm assuming there's plenty of others who want to like this game, who want to be hyped about it. But there's nothing to be hyped about. Because all we have is this 2-minute trailer. I think it is literally about 2 minutes 20. 2 minutes and 20 seconds. Which I think about 2 minutes of gameplay. Yeah, about 2 minutes of gameplay. Like, that's it, and we get a couple Steam screenshots. Like, that's it. Where is it? Like, we don't even know how many players are on each team. That's how little we know about the game so far. But I'm gonna stop being so negative I want to move on to the things I like about the trailer. I think the strongest point about the trailer is the environments. The environments look very pretty. I enjoy them a lot. Where do they show the environments? I think it's before this. Or here? No. Is it here? I believe it is here. It might be later. Oh no, it is later. It is later. It's here. This one especially. I'm gonna full screen this too. I don't remember what quality I'm recording at, but you can look at this yourself. This is a very pretty environment, and the one before this as well. This looks very pretty. I like this a lot. I especially like ice themed places a lot. This is very cool to me. Very large statue. Like the environments are very like large scale as well. Which we'll get to that as well. Oh, you can see the enemy base over there. There's a dome here. Dome right there. Very large maps. Large maps. Large scenery. You know, ton of stuff everywhere. Like this especially, this is definitely a base, by the way. So I've seen some other people talk about this, and like I've watched the few videos that are out there actually praising the game a little bit. I'm not gonna full on praise the game. There are some things I'm concerned about. I don't want to be too critical considering that there's barely anything we know yet. I don't know what this structure is over there. I don't know if that's even anything. It could be. You can see this. This is the keyhole here. If you can see my mouse. Yep, you can see my mouse. This is like the little keyhole for the sword. You can see it right here. That's what that is. So this is definitely a base. I heard someone say it's like a shop area or something, which I think is something from Apex or something. I don't know. I don't know anything about Apex, remember? So this is definitely the keyhole. This is definitely a base. This is not the front of the base, though. This is the front of the base here. This right here. This is where the battering ram would spawn. And you'd go in here. There's breakable walls everywhere. You know, it's pretty cool, I think. But yeah, environment's very pretty. Movement. The movement looks very fast, and I think a lot of people will appreciate that. If we go back to the guy on the kitty cat here, this here, you see he jumps off it into a slide. Obviously he has a movement ability there, but you see how fast that slide was. Very fast sprinting, very fast slide. One thing I am concerned about is I hope that him jumping off of this and doing this slide is not him specific. Like this character. This is the Sabretooth guy, as I'm dubbing him. He's the guy you see at the end of the trailer who holds the dinky little revolver. Which people were talking about that. He does a jump into a slide here, which looks fun. You know, it looks like you're gonna be able to fluidly change between mounted and unmounted. Also, side note, this looks like a Valorant map. I've played Valorant quite a lot. These crates look like Valorant crates to me. That doesn't mean anything. This is not Valorant. This is not a tactical shooter, obviously. But, you know, this looks like a Valorant map. Which I think... I guess I'll go a little sidetrack here. I think this is probably going to have, like, a bunch of different places you fight over. So, like, you have the expansive outdoor areas, and then there's, like, multiple, like, little facility places that you fight around, which are more, like, close quarters. Like, this is, like, a very close quarters sort of area. Not close quarters, like, necessarily, but a little more close quarters. Like, obviously, there's a lot of long sight lines here, but... You know, this, then he jumps. You can actually see if you, if I frame by frame here. If I frame by frame here, you can see the indicator for his jump. Yeah, this here. And you can see it actually, like, change when he locks onto him. There. I don't think this indicator looks that great. But, you know, I do want... this is the positivity section, because I want to try and be positive about this. Because I think there's a lot of things to like about this trailer if you actually look into it. No one really wants to waste their time looking into the trailer, which is kind of what I'm doing here, I suppose. But you know, again, I don't know. Did I say developers? If there's a developer watching this, you guys need to you need to release more information about the game ASAP. Not just because I really want more information, but you have to show people why this isn't just Overwatch. Like, nobody's gonna look into this trailer unless you make a video looking into the gameplay. Like, no one wants to put this much effort into it. I've spent quite a long time looking into this trailer. To the point where I've counted the guns. There's like 8 or 9. Yeah, I'm jumping around a lot. I said I'd do that. 8 or 9 guns. It depends on what you count as a gun in this. I don't know if the rocket launcher counts or the throwing axe, which I think the throwing axe is an equipable, not a. It's not an ability. I don't think. I think the throwing axe is an equipable, maybe a throwable. Maybe there's grenades. They didn't show off any grenades. I actually don't. I think grenades don't provide the best gameplay sometimes, especially if they're cookable. If the grenades are... I don't like cookable grenades at all because there's not that much counterplay to someone airbursting a grenade at you. It takes some skill, but I don't think that warrants the no counterplay sort of thing. Because it's fairly unreactable. I guess you could say that about snipers too, but those also have their own issues, right? Again, off topic. I like abilities in games. I know a lot of people say like, oh, we're sick of characters with abilities, but like Marvel Rivals released, everyone jumped on that. By the way, I was interested in Marvel Rivals before it got super popular. Big flex, I know. Same with Helldivers 2, actually. I kept an eye on Helldivers 2 as soon as I saw it on Steam, because I really liked Helldivers 1. I really enjoyed the game, and I enjoy Helldivers 2 even more. I have like 400 hours on it. I'm kind of burnt out of the game as of now, but I will always come back to it because they're going to keep working on it. I like abilities in games. You know, I play Garden Warfare as well, Garden Warfare 2. I love dead games, you know. I play TF2. TF2 doesn't have abilities in it, but it is a class-based shooter, obviously. We'll get to like the player sizes in a bit. Obviously, I've played a lot of 12v12 sort of games. I played Battlefront as well, another game with abilities. Battlefront 2 specifically, the new one, quote unquote new, 2017, but you know, not the OG Battlefront 2. Star Wars Battlefront 2, I should specify. I don't think there's another Battlefront game, but I should specify it. You can ride a bear and a big cat. Huge cat. I don't know what kind of cat it is. I would say panther, but I could be wrong. Don't know for sure. Oh my gosh, Deep Rock Galactic. I like that game too. I haven't played it that much, but I do enjoy it. You know, panther, bear. You can ride a bear. You can ride a panther. I don't know if these are character... I don't know. They're not character specific. This guy rides a panther later. So I'm assuming it's like skins, which by the way, this game will have skins. That is the one thing we know for sure, because it is a free-to-play game. It will have skins. I personally like skins as a monetization scheme. It means everyone can play the game, and if you want to support the developers, you get free stuff, basically. That's how I see it. I see it as, oh, I want to support the devs, and they're going to give me stuff for supporting them. You know, not necessarily I'm buying stuff from them. That might not be the best way to look at it, but you know. The guns, I think they look cool. I heard some people say that guns look kind of generic, but I don't see that really. Also, this guy looks cool. I didn't put this down, but this guy looks pretty cool. He's got bells all over him and stuff. Looks pretty cool. This is definitely like a I guess we'll jump down here a little bit. PvE objective. This is probably like a mid boss or something. Like if you've played MOBAs, it's like a boss. I've played quite a few MOBAs in my time. Oh, I didn't even know he has like 3 heads. Yeah. This is reminiscent of the here, wait. No, go back. This, and not quite, but it's got horns, you know. This mask is cool as well. This is one of the stronger character designs. We'll get to that as well. I think, or I guess we can just get to that now. The character designs. Also, I did want to look at this gun as well. This gun looks pretty decent. I think it's cool. It is just a sniper rifle, obviously, but I like the strap on it. It looks pretty cool. The character designs. I like this one. So it's pretty cool. I think the hair is like clipping through the mask, but you know, it's fine. I think my favorite character design is probably Bird Lady here. Here, where is she? Where's Bird Lady? Can we get a better look at her, please? I think I have to wait a second. Oh no, it's farther back. The Bird Lady. Yeah, I like her. You don't get a very good look at her in the trailer, but I think you kind of get a better look at her here actually. If you obviously this might not come through great on my re-upload of this. You can see I like her little like shoulder pads and stuff. I think it's pretty obvious she has a bird. Also, the bird, if you catch it later, at the end here, it is a vulture. It's a vulture. It's very cool. I enjoy it. It's not an eagle. It's not a hawk. I think I think this would be a vulture. So it looks like. You know, you don't see. At least I don't think so. Like, that's a cool bird. I like vultures. Obviously, very rambly, right? I've already been recording for 20 minutes. Yeah. Very rambly video. So that's the things I wanted to go over that look cool. I looked at her character design, right? I think the main character, his design isn't that strong. That's like, this guy's obviously the main character. I like his little bolts. I think the little bolts he shoots are cool. And we'll get back to the bolts. Fire Guy is cool because I like his arms. His arms are magma or lava, I suppose. But you know, he's got lava arms. Also, okay, I guess let's get into speculation. How many players are on each team? I've ordered these in order of what I think is the most likely. I don't know. These two are pretty tied. 5v5 and 3v3. 3v3x. This would be assuming that there's more than 2 teams. I don't think there is more than 2 teams, but that's what this means. 3v3x. It's like there's more than 2 teams. I think 5v5 is fairly likely, purely because this ultimate here, he throws 1 bolt and he has 4 left, so he has 5. He has 5 bolts. So 5 bolts, 5 people, makes a lot of sense. The thing is, you only see 3 people on each team at any given time. My problem is, you see here, Ice Guy kills Bird Lady. Bird Lady dies. She dies, but then like 10 seconds later, she comes back. She's like back from the dead. And like, you know, like also I did check, she has the same guns in both of these. Earlier she has a sniper rifle, then later she has the AK styled gun. I don't know if I don't really want to like try too hard to yeah, you can see kind of. I don't know if you can zoom in on YouTube, but this is like an AK styled gun. She's holding that. So I believe either you can have duplicates of heroes on your team, and it's like a 5v5, or it's a 3v3 with like really fast respawn or something, or this is a continuity error, which I think is more likely. I think this is just a continuity error. It happens earlier too, like at the start of the trailer. This guy here, he gets knocked off his mount back here, all the way back here. That guy dies. This guy dies, and then this is the guy who gets knocked off the mount. You can trust me on that. I checked, and he's up here, like coming from this way. Like what? So I think that's just a continuity error again. I don't know. Like he just appears out of nowhere, or he just went very quickly over there. I don't know. Don't know. I don't know for sure. Also, yeah, objectives. Obviously, the sword is the main objective. The what is it? What did they say here? Shield breaker. Yeah, shield. Yeah, this is. People said this is probably a developer, which, yeah, probably. But I don't think that's really a bad thing. Let the developer hype up their own game. Come on. I went over jump sliding off mounts earlier. I think you can do that. I really hope anyone can do that. You do see here, this guy demounts here. He doesn't really, he kind of just like falls down. I don't know. How many abilities per hero? This matters a lot for player count. If it's a 6v6, also I didn't go over 12v12. I like 12v12s. I've heard, I talked to some people about this. Apparently a lot of people don't like 12v12s. You feel like you don't have enough agency, I suppose, which I think that makes sense. I would agree with that. I would generally agree with that. I just think, you know, this is gonna sound like kind of like lame, but the more the merrier. You know, I like having, I like it when it feels a bit larger scale than just like 6v6, you know. But you can't have Overwatch with 12v12 because Overwatch, their abilities are so impactful that, you know, a 12v12 would be way too chaotic, which I think Marvel Rivals is doing events with a ton of people in them per team, which obviously is it's chaotic fun, but also I wanted to put casual or competitive. This should be higher up on the list. This does not need to be the next esport. We don't need more esports, please. We really don't need that. Like, you don't need to try and like fight Apex or like Valorant for like esports, but I don't even know if anyone cares about Valorant esports anymore. Like, I certainly don't. I've never really cared about esports that much. I kind of looked at like the League Worlds thing. I watched some videos about that. It's pretty cool. League of Legends specifically, I should specify. I'm not going to assume you know what every game is. But I looked at the competitive thing, the tournament for that, and it's pretty cool. I never watched like any full games or anything. I watched some like overviews of it. It's pretty cool, but we don't need esports. Also, it probably shouldn't be over casual, because then you get Fortnite, right? Like, I think competitive Fortnite is pretty clowny. People are very competitive in Fortnite, though, I suppose. But it shouldn't be uber competitive, or uber casual, or uber competitive. It should be sort of a middle ground. I don't care if they do tournaments. I think tournaments are fine, they're fun, but they shouldn't be for like huge prize pools or something. Like, don't try and make this like a thing people are gonna like. They shouldn't try unless they get the opportunity to, I suppose. To like, if they get the opportunity to make it an esport, I suppose they could, but I don't think they're gonna get the opportunity. I think the opportunity is far past, like, that's not gonna happen. I think I was on how many abilities per hero. I kind of went off on a tangent, but you know, if it's a 3v3, you're probably gonna have pretty impactful abilities. If it's a 5v5, pretty much the same thing. Very impactful abilities. If it's a 12v12, they probably won't be quite as impactful, and you probably won't have quite as many. You'll probably have an ability and an ultimate if it's 12v12, which I don't think it is, actually. I think 12v12 is fairly unlikely. These are unlikely purely because they're weird numbers. 8v8 and 4v4. Kind of weird. You know, 6v6 is very standard. You know, I think these three are pretty standard. I think 3v3 is likely just because we only see like 3 different characters per team. I think it would be a huge... I don't want it to be 3v3. It would be hugely disappointing if it was a 3v3. Because with these massive maps, like, what's the point of having these massive maps if there's only 3 people on each team? You know? Like, I think these massive maps cater greatly to 12v12 gameplay. Because you would have like micro skirmishes everywhere on the map. Like imagine there's like multiple objectives everywhere, like mini objectives. I don't know how they would work because obviously we haven't gotten no information yet. No information. You know, all we know is that there's the main sword objective and maybe some boss objectives or like creatures that you have to kill. Yeah, we have no idea. Like, huge map would lend itself greatly to 12v12, and I think it'd be really fun. Because I think that would also limit, like, the problem of agency. Because if there's multiple objectives to fight over, you'd have, like, you basically have 2 6v6s going on. Which I think, I guess that makes agency worse, potentially, because you can only influence one part of the map at a time. But with the mounts, it's easier to influence. And the mounts aren't just for map mobility. That is their primary purpose. But they can be used in combat to do, like, potentially a quick flank on people, which I think would be cool. It's nowhere near as flexible as Titanfall wall running would ever be. Like, this will never be like Titanfall levels of movement depth, which I'm not very in-depth with Titanfall's movement. I've only played Titanfall 2, and I have not played it for that long, and I don't really care to improve my movement skill that much. I don't even run grappling hook or stim. I run pulse blade now. I think the information gathering is fairly useful, even in just attrition. I wish more people played Bounty Hunt, by the way, in Titanfall. If you're a Titanfall player, you should queue for attrition, Bounty Hunt, Capture the Flag, and maybe the Hardpoint one. The Hardpoint one's pretty bad, I'm going to be honest. I don't know why they force you to stand on the hardpoint and do nothing. It's kind of lame. If you're a Titanfall player, you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, where was I here? Abilities per hero. This depends greatly on the player count. I guess I should add how powerful the abilities are too. The abilities look fairly impactful. Not overly impactful, but fairly impactful. I think the most impactful ability I see are the ultimates and this fire trail thing. This is a pretty large AoE to block off. This could even be his ultimate. I don't know. I think this hammer is probably his ultimate. If I had to guess, with yes, Reinhardt ultimate. We get it. Like yeah, it's Overwatch. Like you know. Like, I think slamming a hammer down and creating a shockwave is so standard, I don't think you should say it's a clone of anything. Like, that's just a thing. Like, it's like saying that Call of Duty is a copy of Overwatch. Obviously, wrong order. In, like, wrong release order. But, you know, oh, these games both have guns, they're cloning each other. Like, no. That's not how it works. Playable characters, 8 or 9. We have Lightning E-Boy. I'm going to call him that because, yeah, his design's not very strong. Sabretooth guy, the guy who can jump and does, like, the big shockwave. Bird Lady. Blue Clothes Hood Lady. She's right here. Also, this gun's pretty cool as well. This is like the little clip that goes through it, and it's like, I guess I can just show you. Like, I think it's pretty cool. Pretty cool gun design. Here, can they show the character real quick? She picks up the shield breaker here. You know. And blue, she has a hood on, you can't really tell here, but she does have a hood on. I don't like her design too much. She's not wearing enough clothes, but you know. Evil Lady. Evil Ladies, I don't know if she's actually evil, but that's what she looks like. She looks pretty, where is she? Come on. Can I be less stupid, please? Oh, here. Farther back. Evil Lady. I think her character design is pretty strong, too. I actually like it. Fire Guy. The guy with the hammer. Fire Guy looks very generic, actually, except for his, like, glowing arms, but I think that's fine. Actually, specifically for Fire Guy. Cause you can kind of see him here. I think there's better ways to look at him, but I think this will be the best for the resolution I'm going to be uploading this at, which is probably it's probably just 1080p. If you want to look at the trailer in 4K, you can. This guy looks fairly. He's just a white guy. He's a buff white guy. Like, yeah, but he's a fire like mage. I think like they're normally like hot-headed white guy, right? Like. It's generic, but I don't think it's bad. Ice wall person, you can see later here. This right here. You can see them make the also this ability is cool. It disables the wall. Ice wall person there. So they're wearing like a yellow skirt thing. Like you can see that there. The reason I have slash. Maybe the Ice Minotaur. That might not be the right term either. But I think the this is probably a transformation ultimate. I've heard some people say you're controlling like a PvE enemy. And by I mean like one guy. I actually commented on his video. You can probably find it if you want to. Ice. I guess this is more of a demon. Not like a Minotaur. He's got it's more of just a demon, not Minotaur. But you know, he's got horns, whatever. He has like a human face, not Minotaur, but you know, terminology aside. You can see here, let me you can see back here. It's a human-sized transforming into larger. So I think that this is also I guess it's likely that this is a guy as well, the ice person, and also horned mask guy is the last one. It's the where are they? This guy. This is your anime protagonist character. This is what all the tryhards will be playing, right? Which I'd imagine they have like duelist like abilities probably. They showed him with a sniper here. You probably don't. Also, by the way, I think you can equip any weapon on any person. Like absolutely. I think that's basically confirmed. That you can equip any weapon on any person, because you see the sniper rifle on multiple different people. You see the main character wield like 3 different weapons. Like, obviously we don't know how many guns, 8 or 9. There's, ew, gross. How many guns, 8 or 9? You can see you see like a few assault rifles, like 2 assault rifles. Maybe one of them is an or I guess maybe 3 assault rifles. Maybe one of them is an SMG. Sorry, I'm stuttering. One of them, and then there's like a shotgun. There's the triple barrel thing that's weird. The weird thing with the clip going through the middle of it. I don't know if clip's the right term. I think it would be for that. I don't think it would be a magazine. I think it'd be a clip. This one here. I don't think this is. I think this is a. It could be a magazine. I think it's a clip because it. But you know, it doesn't really matter. Carrying equipment. The throwing axe. So at the start, you see the guy. He has 2 guns and a throwing axe. I don't think the throwing axe is an ability. This is an ability. This is an ability. He's throwing like a lightning spear. That one shots that guy. You know, he gets one shot by that. You know. So that's an ability. That's not an ability. That's like an equipment that you can equip, I believe. Like, also this is the SMG thing. I don't know. I think it might just be an AR, but it fires pretty quickly. I think it also you can see like a folding stock here, I believe, is what that is. So I think this is an SMG, which makes sense. We need some SMGs in the game. It doesn't look like there's a lot of gun variety in the trailer. You know, about the same amount of guns as characters. It depends on if the throwing axe and rocket launcher are guns, or if they're equipment. Because you might have an equipment slot and 2 gun slots, is what I'm thinking. Also, the breakable walls are definitely vulnerable to bullets, and not just explosions. You can see at the end here, when Big Guy pulls out his stub revolver. I don't know if it's actually a stub revolver, but... Or snub nose. No, it seems pretty large. But you can see when he shoots back here, this wall gets visibly damaged, I believe. It definitely looks like it. Also, you can see blue hit markers. I want to go onto this. Overshield. I believe you have overshield in this game. You have like a shield and then health. You can see it more clearly back here. This guy, you're getting... So first of all, you're getting blue hit markers. And you can see here, a bunch of particles, a bunch of blue particles, like, come off of him. And then you stop getting the blue hit markers. No more blue hit markers once those pop off. I think you have overshield. So overshield and then health. And obviously the time to kill seems pretty fast. Obviously, considering that there's things that can one-shot, it's pretty quick. Which is good. I don't think anyone wants Apex time to kill. Which I'm pretty sure it has a long time. You don't quote me on that. This is just from me. This is like it, you know. I don't know for sure, but I'm pretty sure Apex is a pretty long time to kill. See, that's a one shot. That's a one shot. I don't think these guys get hit by it. I guess actually this is pretty long actually. How many shots does it take to kill this guy? That's a one shot, but 1, 2, like I think he misses a little bit actually. I think he misses a few shots. Let's analyze this frame by frame. No, does he miss a few? I don't know. I don't really want to sit here and count every gunshot. But maybe the time to kill, maybe it's like a medium time to kill. Maybe it's not super short like Titanfall, but there are things that can one-shot, it seems like. Unless this guy gets damaged by something beforehand, but I don't think... Oh, they do get shot at a little bit. So maybe that is why. I don't know. It still seems pretty fast. It seems decently fast. It's not super long. I could be wrong. You're allowed to yell at me. You're allowed to be mad at me if I'm wrong. I didn't go for over this hero customization. Given the low hero count, you might be able to customize what abilities you have, or something like that. I don't know. This is assuming you can have duplicate heroes on your team, which could be true. Again, I think these might just be continuity errors. Like the thing is, at this last fight here, you see like how many people die. Like, first of all, you see here. Let me. Can this? I know it doesn't want to load at 4K. You see this guy here, horn guy there. They disappear in the next shot, which is a continuity error. But you know, also I don't think you can control this bird. You might be able to control the bird. Don't know. Fire guy's over here. Fire guy back there, right where my mouse is. This guy's there. You know, this guy runs up, slams. I skipped forward a little bit. Oops. Fire guy is here now. Fire guy's here. He dies. And then up here, fire guy appears again. I think this is ice person, actually. This is the ice person. And they're right there. Ice person is there right after they die, potentially. Which is weird. And back there, horn guy's here. So a few things this could mean. There is a few things this could mean. This could either mean that it is 3v3, but there's a very, very fast respawn time, and there's a respawn room over here. It could also mean it's 5v5, or 6v6, or even 12v12, and you can have duplicate characters. If it's 12v12, you have to have duplicate characters. It would be like sort of like TF2, where you can have like 3,000 heavies on one team, you know? 1,000 uncles, if you get that reference. But yeah, I'll get to the planting the bomb at the end, because that's a thing they do. But yeah, horn guy. So either 3v3 with very fast respawn time. There's a respawn room here. 5v5 with duplicate, like, or it's like a higher number with duplicate characters, or what is probably most likely is this is continuity error, and I shouldn't be looking this deep into it. You know, it is a trailer meant to show off kind of the gameplay. It's not necessarily meant to be it's not meant to be like actual gameplay. It's just meant to hype up, which again was probably a bad decision. It was a bad decision not to release gameplay footage after this. That's the reason everyone's like clowning on the game mostly. But yeah, it's very disappointing that they're fumbling so hard right now. I feel really bad for the developers again. If you're a developer watching this, first of all, thank you for listening through my entire rambling. I'm not done yet. I want to end this before it hits an hour. But actually I could let it go for an hour, but I don't think I'm going to do that. Yeah, I think this is just continuity errors. I really hope it's not 3v3. It might even be. So there's a thing here, right? I think you have to go farther back for this. Even farther back, maybe. I guess you can see it here. You can see, I think, you see a banner here, a banner here. A bunch of different banners, right? I think, here, I'm just going to leave this unpaused for a second so I can take a look. So obviously you put the thing in his 30 seconds until it hits. He says 30 seconds. Can we get on with this? Okay, there. Oh, wait. Go back a little bit. There we got a good look at it. We have a flag in the middle, and flag. Oh, okay. There is continuity errors. This is the different flag. It's not a heart. So yeah, I thought there were a lot of continuity errors. It turns out I was right. Also, look how big this base is. This base is huge, right? Like, there's a lot of area to fight here. This has to be. I swear. It can't be 3v3, but I have a theory. It could be 9v9. It could be 3 squads of 3. Potentially. There's 3 different banners. You have the snake one, the gorilla one, and then the shield one. Generic shield one. It could be like 3 squads of 3. Which would be, or even 4 squads of 4. It could be, but we don't see that many people in a single shot, which is very odd. But there's so much area to fight. Like this is a pretty big area. Now the movement is very fast, of course, but so you can cover this ground very quickly. But I think if this game was 3v3, I might not even play it. I'm gonna be honest. I probably still will. Again, the game is. I never said this. The game is free. I should have said this earlier. The game is free. There's and on the Steam page it says it's 25 gigabyte download. 25. There, even if you have a slow internet connection, the opportunity cost to downloading this and trying it is not very high. Like, we should at least as a collective give it a chance that I think it deserves. I think it deserves a chance. People need to stop being so critical of something that hasn't even released yet. I didn't go over the red orbs. Yeah, the red orbs. I don't know what they could be, or I know what it could be a lot of things. Is the thing. It could be a lot of things. There's a lot of things it could be. Either you gain like score on the scoreboard for collecting it, towards like winning the game. Maybe it's either you blow up the base or you get enough points to win, potentially. Like blowing up the base is like a quick win. I don't think so. I think they want the climactic finale. The climactic finale of like sieging the base, right? I think they want that to be a main thing. I could be looking too deep into a lot of this. I probably am, but Yeah, the red orbs, either that. I heard someone say like it could be like a loot box sort of thing where you get like you get like a choice of a bunch of perks that you could pick up to buff your character. This could be more like MOBA gameplay, like where it's more tactical and objective focused, which would be pretty cool. I don't think it's a MOBA per se, like in it's not first person. Also, I enjoy that the game is first person. I don't like third person shooters. That's just me. That's just preference. I personally don't enjoy third person as much. Kind of hypocritical considering I've played Marvel Rivals and Garden Warfare a lot, but I will stand by that first person is a superior perspective, unless you're trying to sell skins, I suppose. Which these guys have to sell skins or else they're gonna go bankrupt. It's a decently sized dev team. Although actually, I do actually want to point out, some of the developers worked on one of the I don't remember. I don't think they're a developer technically. They're like an art director or something. But they worked on Arcane, which is really cool. Again, the environments are very pretty. Whoever worked on the environments deserves like unlimited praise. That is the best part of the trailer for me, is the environments. That's why I put it at the top here. Back to red orbs. I need to stop going off on tangents, but back to red orbs. You kill a guy, you collect the red orb. Maybe it like denies them from being revived. What? Okay. You can play that if you want. I've never played that game actually, so I don't know. There's a lot of people on my Steam Stars list who I don't know very well, and they play games I haven't played before. I don't think I want to play that game though. I'm gonna be honest. It is free though. I do like free. Dude, they're playing that. Holy crap. Okay, holy based. No way. Also, I guess more continuity error. Lightning guy is down here, running in, and then you see, from this perspective, you see them in the back. I believe that's them. I believe this is Lightning Guy. I could be wrong. If it's not Lightning Guy, then it's confirmed to be more... Wait, there's more banners here. Maybe there's just a bunch of different banners everywhere. I don't know. Wait, this is the banner of the attacking team. What? Okay, maybe the banners don't mean anything. Or this is the banner of the defending team on the siege machine. Maybe the banners just don't mean, like, jack. Maybe that's what this is saying. The banners are completely Wait, what do they say? Oh! It has a player name on it. DBE Wildlight 001. Ah. Maybe these are player banners. I think these are player banners. Yeah. Oh no. That means it could be 3v3. Oh, I don't like that. Also, yeah, the names aren't present here. And also the banners are all wrong. There's so many continuity errors here that I don't even know if it's worth... It's probably not even worth looking into it. Like, trying to gain information from this. Like, what information? So, by the way, if you don't know, it is Wildlight Studios, right? Does it say in here? I don't care. I could look it up, I don't feel like it. I think it's Wildlight Studios. Actually, doesn't it say? Aha! Wildlight Entertainment. So, it said DB... Wait, oh, it went up to 8. Right, yeah, it went up to 8 here. One of the banners had the number 8 on it. Oh! Oh, flashbang. There's a lot of flashbangs in this video as well, by the way. Okay, let me, Okay, can we stop with the screen shake? Does that say 16? Maybe this is just like developer use it. 17. Okay, 16, 17. 18? Like, So maybe these are just player banners, and these are like the choices you have. I see 16 here. I'm pretty sure it says 016 017. Oh, yeah, 016 017. We're getting dangerously close to an hour. So yeah, I might make another video even. Is this an 8? I think this is also a 6. I can't. It's very blurry even on 4K. It's kind of hard to tell. But you can see a little further up. You can very clearly see up here. Oh no! Go back! Go back! Ah, you can see it here. DBC Wildlight 001. You can see that very clearly here. You might not be able to see it on my video, but you can see it on this video. DBC Wildlight 001. So these are player banners, 100%. 100% player banners that are around the map, which that's really cool actually. I think that's very cool that there's player banners with your name on them just on the map. I think that's very cool. Considering that there were only 3 banners, that makes me concerned that it is 3v3. I will still play it if it's 3v3, but I will not enjoy it as much as if it was 12v12. But that's just me. 15. 15, 16, 17. Shoot, they're in sections. The middle one is 16, the right one is 15, the left one is 17. Uh-oh. I don't like that. Also, you might be able to attack from different sides of the base. I don't know. I think you might have to attack from the front of the base. There might only be one attacking point. I don't know for sure. Also, breakable ceilings. It's pretty cool. I think the I didn't go over the destruction because I don't think it really matters that much. Yeah, more continuity error. 3. It says 3 now. Well, okay. Now at least I know what these banners mean. They're player banners. This is probably the 18, 15, 18. This is probably the default banner if I had to guess. What does it say back there? I think that says 15 back there. I can't. It's too blurry to tell. To be honest. Man, I hope it's not 3v3. Oh wait, what does it say up there? 17. Okay. Dude, these banners are everywhere around the base. I think it's very cool. And then we're missing the names again on this outer shot. Yeah. Obviously, this is like an animation, not actual gameplay, which is probably why. I think the sections that are actual gameplay are at least enhanced gameplay. Maybe. I don't know if this is actual. This might actually be gameplay without HUD on. Actually, I think this is gameplay without HUD on, which is why you see the names here. Is this 01? It's too hard to see. So these banners are player banners. Huge tangent, I know. I'll try and put I might not even bother putting sections, chapters in here. I kind of want to just put this video out. Man, I've been sitting here talking for too long. I thought I was gonna need more water. Actually, my lips are quite dry, but... So, your player banners are around the map, which is cool. Potentially it's 3v3. I skipped over the red orbs again. I was like, alright, get back on topic. Red orbs. Freaking banner tangent. I think I actually went over what the red orbs could be pretty well. I either like you gain points towards an objective, you gain like power in some way, or it like stops you from being revived. It's like an execute sort of thing, like you can't be revived. It's like a kill or like a kill confirmation sort of thing. I don't know. Maybe it gives you ammo if there's limited ammo. It might be unlimited ammo. Don't know. I have no idea. Also, there's only one rocket launcher. The 2 rocket launchers are the same that you see. It's just it can lock on. It's either lock on or dumbfire. You can look for yourself if you really want to. I'm trying to see. What is the game mode? I was gonna go over this. So, obviously we know the main gameplay is grab the sword. You know, you grab the sword. Also, this environment's pretty too. There's a chest there. Don't know if that chest means anything. It could. There's a chest there. I think there's ice there. Interesting. I don't know what these statues mean. There's some sort of god in the universe or something, possibly. Very cool. Also that wall stays intangible for a while. Like it stays intangible for this whole sequence. So I think that's pretty cool. So you grab the sword, you put it in the dome of the base. It spawns this massive thing. That you can stand on this, by the way, which is cool. It's like some offensive high ground, which is really cool. They're kind of just running on the ground here because they're stupid, I guess. You can see they're standing up there. Offensive high ground, very cool. I like that. It seems that this map design seems fairly varied, which I think is cool. Like there's quite a bit of elevation here, which obviously people like vertical gameplay. I quite enjoy vertical gameplay. I think it's cool. There's like a bridge kind of choke point sort of thing. Like, given how big this base area is, makes me think it's a larger player count. I think it is at least 5. Obviously, I went over. This guy has 5 spears in his ultimate. 5 spears in the ultimate, makes me think very like strongly that it could be a 5v5. But the banners are making me think it's a. The banners are making me think it's a 3v3. The fact that we never see more than 3 people makes me think it's a 3v3. I think all of it is just continuity error. You know, if it's a 3v3, I will get 2 other people and I will play it with them. I will force them to play it with me. I am the guy who makes people play games that may or may not be bad in my group. Which is good sometimes, because I made my friend play Helldivers 2, and he liked it until he stopped liking it for some reason. Marvel Rivals. Ugh. I made people play Marvel Rivals 2, and we actually played Marvel Rivals quite a lot as well. I already said that, but, you know, man, it's over an hour now. I think it's about time to hang up the towel. It's about time to end this video. I didn't actually think I would go for an hour. I thought I'd end it sooner. I don't even know if I went ever. I made this list because I didn't want to forget something. I've already forgotten what I went over. I have no idea. I think I'm going to try and send this video to the developers too. I'm going to send them a link to it. I'm assuming they might listen. I hope so. I think they have an email on their website. But don't harass the developers. I don't know who needs to hear this. If you're watching this, you probably don't need to hear this, but don't harass them. They're trying their best. Right? They're trying to make a good game, and all in all, they're people. You can criticize the game when it comes out, right? Like, or when we get more information about it. Like, there's almost nothing to go off of here that, which again, that's the reason. Like, there's nothing to go off of, so people are just filling in the gaps with, oh, I hate this game. It's Concord, right? Like, and you obviously, for the developers, you can't change how you announced it, but you can change how you go about this in the future. Right. So I think if you're a developer, you should not give up. It is never time. It's not time to give up yet. The game hasn't even released yet. I also don't do like a big refactor of the game yet. Like, show us what the game is. If we still don't like it, then you can think about doing a big refactor and then releasing it like a year from now. Considering what I've heard about Helldivers 2 development, Helldivers 2 was developed for a long time, and the developers are super burnt out by the time. Like, they did not think anyone was going to play the game when it released. Like, they were not hopeful at all, and then when they released it, it was the biggest game of the year, pretty much. I don't know if that's true, but it was close, at least. So yeah, if you're a developer working on this, also there's former Concord devs, which you shouldn't be mad at them for working on Concord. It's not their fault that the game flopped. The fault lies in just overall how they released the game and like the character design. Like the character designs were not that great. Obviously, we all know that. I mean, I don't want to say that they were horrible, although you can probably argue that they were. Well, like the character designs in this game are not egregiously bad or egregiously good. I think they're fairly standard. I don't hate nor do I like them that much. I like some of them more than others. I don't particularly enjoy Lightning Boy here, and I will call him Boy because that's what he is. He's a boy. he has he may have a deep voice, but I don't know. He's got the e-boy haircut, so. Or maybe not e-boy. That might be the wrong term, but whatever. Um, yeah, I think that's I think that's probably I probably need to stop talking about this now. Um, the big takeaway from this, we don't know what this game is. Stop harassing the developers, and if you are a developer, hold on to hope that you can release this and it doesn't shut down in a month. Like I think there's genuine hope for this game still, despite the really rough start. But the great thing about rough starts is you can only go up. That is very cliche, but um, you know. Also, I was gonna say this earlier, but yes, this is very different from the videos I normally. What I normally upload on this channel is just like video game clips. This is very different. Yes. I don't know why I was so compelled to make a video about this game. I like to believe in these smaller games that, or like these underdogs. I guess I wouldn't call this small. I think this is medium at least. But yeah, I'm gonna end the video. Take care. And yeah, I guess if you're watching this as well, have a good Christmas. That's coming up in a week. Christmas just a week away. And goodbye.